How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to a very sunny day in Shetland, even though a cloud has just went over. But it's an absolutely amazing day, and we've come to the northwest to a bit I've always wanted to come. There's some famous sites up here. We've got H&S Cliffs, DOR A HOLM, which is a huge arch, but from certain angles it looks like a horse drinking, and I seriously want to take the boat out to that today. We have perfect weather for it. Found this little beach on the map, and it looks like we can get the boat in. I think Arthur's pretty pumped up about this. So we're going to get the boat all kitted up, going to get suited up, we're gonna get in. We're gonna get in, get in. There's a heavy load upon my back.
Josh just getting the boat in. Hopefully no dramas.
For a second I believe it's gone. I'm just a fool out of love. Standing on the open road. Always with the heavy.
Just we don't have any curtain.
Well, she's in. We've both got very slippy, smelly feet. Always check tide times, guys. Or if you've had a hard day before like us and you don't really care about tide times, just prepare to get a bit minging to get your boat back in the next day. There she is. Now we're going to get the trailer out and the pickup out because I don't want these getting stuck in the tide. And we're going to get suited and booted and get out there. She's in and she's afloat and we're buzzing.
Ready to go, baby.
The sea's very smelly right now.
A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive.
One thing I definitely feel I take for granted is the amount of wildlife we have at Bia. I'm literally putting my boat in at this beach and there's just a whole colony of seals just chilling out on the rocks there. I don't think Arthur's seen so many seals, and to me it's just like I see them every day. It's pretty lucky, really. Anyway, boat is in the water and we're cruising out and it's starting to feel like a pretty epic day.
Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.
I've seen this place plenty times from the road, never in my boat underneath. This is called the DOR A HOLM and it's famous for looking like a drinking horse. This is the first time I've been up and close with it and I never knew how crazy it was. There's a whole cave system going through the whole island. It was pretty insane. And there's only one thing for it when it's like this, it's just to have some fun.
I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.
Ho, ho, ho.
Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way.
You might also be wondering why I'm not in the water spearfishing here, and two reasons really. The viz was really bad and I completely forgot about spearfishing because I was so excited to go and show Arthur what the rest of the coastline was. there's a cave I've been wanting to get back to for maybe 5-6 years now, and I was finally doing it. There's no way we were just going to sit in the boat and look at this cave. We got the cool bag and we headed in to explore. Not just explore, it's a pretty good place to stop and have a bite to eat. Just sit back, relax and enjoy the Shetland sun, which comes out twice a year, and in this circumstance was actually very warm today. This place is truly incredible, and if there's any place that's going to make you feel small or the size you actually are, it's places like this. This cliff is insane. But to put it in perspective, I've been here on rough days where I have seen waves hit this cliff and come up over the top. Now that's beauty in a different way. After a bit of nice Shetland sunbathing, we jumped back on the boat and we carried on exploring. Now we were going to go diving and spearfishing, but every corner we looked around there was another hole, another cave to go and have a look at, till eventually we found this bad boy. We started just pottering in with the boat, and fair to say it just kept going and going. It was truly insane. By the time we finished exploring these caves and having a bit of a fish with the rod and line, the weather started to turn. We could see a front coming in and the wind had picked up. Now that's just usual Shetland, but we were pretty far around the corner, and when it gets bad here, it gets bad. So I jumped in for a quick dive in a spot I've always wanted to have a quick look at. The viz was really not the best, but I got in to have a look in some nice spots. Fortunately, I was not seeing any fish, which seems to be the way it's going at the start of this season, but I know this place is diveable. There's a nice tide that runs through it, so when the viz clears up and the fish come in, I'm going to get myself back here and see what monsters lurk around the deeper spots. Well, we've caught no fish. We've done a little bit of diving, but it started going a bit overcast. We're running out of day. Well, we're not running out of daylight, but we need to get the boat in and everything like that. My conclusion is we're just crazy early in the season. I did tell Arthur it'll be hit or miss, but not gonna lie, I don't really care about fish because those caves were nuts. And now I know that this spot can be dived, and I think it will go off in the summer, so I can't wait to get here. But we're making plans of just gonna go head in slowly, set up camp, because we're gonna camp tonight. We've got some goose, I think, and I've even got some red grouse fillets, so I'm looking forward to that. So we're gonna go have a nice warm shower. I'm gonna get out these wetsuits because we've been in them for 4 or 5 hours now. Yeah, so we're gonna head in. It's because the tide's pushing you. So we made a bit of a decision to come to a different location. Some of you might recognise this. This is where Meg's parents live, and it's probably one of my favourite places to be. We've got the whole road to ourselves. The fog's come in, which isn't too good, but there's slightly less wind here. Arthur's pretty stoked to be here in this location. We just get set up for a barbie. And tomorrow we're going to be going out for some scallops as well, because Arthur hasn't really dived for scallops properly before, and I'd quite like him to experience what Shetland has to offer there. So let's get stuck into this barbecue because we're pretty hungry. We've had some soup and bannocks, but we needed a beer and some meat. So let's get into it. It's cooking time. First thing that's going on the grill is some goose shot by me during the winter. Oh yeah! And what I did with this goose is I basically hung the goose for maybe 3-4 days, nice and cold back in the winter, took the breasts off, and I've coated them in some of the Honky outdoor spices, so shout out to Honky for sending them all the way from Australia. And then I cold smoked them in my cold smoker for a bit, so who knows what this should taste like, but it should be pretty good. Arthur's not had goose for a while, so I'm hoping it's good. Now a little bit of a specialty tonight. I allow myself to shoot grouse 1 day a year up here in Shetland. If I get one, I'm happy. And I think this winter I managed to get 2 on a very frosty day, and I've cold smoked those grouse breasts to see what they're like. So this is going to be pretty interesting. What's your first bannock experience like?
It's been pretty excellent actually. Looking forward to these toasted ones. Pretty good. I
don't know if a lot of Shetlanders will look at this and think, why the hell are we toasting them? We're ruining them. The truth is, we don't know why we're barbecuing them either.
Delicious.
Barbecuing bannocks, pretty amazing. The first bite, I'm not gonna lie, is a bit like biting a marshmallow, and I love it. That grouse is pretty good.
That goose.
Some warm food. Goose?
Amazing.
The flying cow. Does it taste smoky?
Great seasoning. Delicious.
Those Honky spices do a good job. And I vacuum packed it basically with the spices on it, and I think it's helped a lot with it getting into the meat. Well, we're going to chow down on this and probably set up the tents, because that's how we're sleeping tonight, and get ready for a big day tomorrow. So we'll see you soon, and thanks for watching this episode. Not gonna lie, I've had an absolute ball taking Arthur out. It's really got me back out there into the thick of it, in the sea, hunting, fishing, and to spend the last morning getting a whole load of scallops for him to take home was good fun, and I'm glad he's got something to go home with to share with his family and friends. A truly really good Shetland trip. Thanks for watching guys, and see you soon.